everybody. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about coccydynia and what that means and how it can be treated with physical therapy. So coccydynia, which is basically tailbone pain, it's coccyx pain, is a result from, could be a result of multiple things. So it could be a direct trauma, so like if you fell on your tailbone. It could be an uncoordinated pelvic floor, so when the muscles are more than likely overactive, and so they are actually gripping around the tailbone because most of your muscles actually attach to the tailbone. It could also be due to a weakness as well though, so when you have a weak pelvic floor, so the bottom of your pelvic floor is not contracting very well, your gluteals can actually kind of be gripping a little bit more, and also it can be caused by stress. So stress can actually kind of induce a lot of the same symptoms. Some symptoms that you would experience other than just saying, oh, my tailbone hurts, is say like every time you're sitting down. Okay, so if you're sitting for a long period of time, if you're really picky about the surface that you sit on, so if you can only sit on like really cushy chairs or something kind of more comfortable and soft, so anytime that you sit on bleachers or a hard firm wooden chair, it hurts, that's a symptom. When you are sitting for a long period of time and then you go to stand up, and that's when you feel the pain, so taking that pressure off, that is a symptom of coccydynia. Also like deep pelvic pain, that also can be a sign, especially if it's more located towards the back side. And so I'm sure all of you know where your tailbone is, but just in case you don't, your tailbone, you have your hip bones, and then they kind of come on the back side of the sacrum. It comes down to like a little, I don't know how to explain it, like a point. So like for our tailbones, right here is the bottom of your tailbone. And so I just showed the world my coccyx. So anyways, so there's a multitude of reasons as to why that can occur. So either direct trauma, stress, uncoordinated pelvic floor, overactive pelvic floor, or underactive pelvic floor, because they all attach there. So a lot of times people will say, oh, I need to sit on a donut. Not necessarily. So sometimes actually when you sit on those donut rings, it actually localizes all the pressure from your weight to that spot. So that's not necessarily always the good part or a good suggestion, but to each their own. Everybody is different. For me, however, I actually had coccydynia right after my first baby was born. Something about the birth and labor and delivery, she kind of pushed my tailbone out of whack, and so it wasn't really aligned. And so pelvic floor physical therapy, we can do mobilizations, manipulations, and pelvic floor relaxation techniques, as well as strengthening. And then hip stiffness is another one. So once I was able to realign my hips and get them more mobile and stronger, my tailbone pain went away. And then about 13 years later, it's returned. And again, it's just because of a gripping mechanism. And so relaxation techniques and hip mobility drills and things like that actually resolve it, and then it goes away again. So hopefully this is helpful. And if anybody has any questions at all, or if you have a pain in your ass, let me know. All right, talk to you later.